Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Omoti. In our today's video, we'll be making this baggy pant you are seeing on the thumbnail. This is the one I recreated. If we are interested in watching how I made the waistcoat, you can check on my channel for the tutorial. So in our today's video, this is what we have. The trouser will be making the baggy pants. So can you see that is beautiful? Please, if this is what you are interested in, please watch to the very end. So this is my Ankara fabric. I make use of 4 years. I use 4 years, 3.5 to 4 years of this Ankara fabric. So I folded my fabric into two. To know the measurement to fold, your hip divided by 4 plus 4 to 5 inches. That's what you are folding. So I mark out my trouser length and I added 2 inches sewing allowance to it. I remove my sewing my band, elastic band, which is 2 inches, and I mark down my crush length. I use 12 inches. To determine your crush length, you divide your hip into four. Whatever you have, you add 2 to 3 inches to it. So that's what I did there, and I mark out my hip allowance. I go up by 2.5 inches to get my hip line. So at that point, you see me, I mark out 3 inches from the crotch line to the waistline. That will serve as our crotch extension. I'm making use of 2.5 for my crotch extension. 2.5 for my crotch extension. So from that point, you come down by 7 inches. From that point, from the crotch line, you come down by 7 inches. I added half an inch at that point. The half an inch is for the joining of the crotch. So I came down by 7 inches at that point also. From that 7 inches, I came inward by 1 inches. So from that 1 inches, I take it down to the end parts. Can you see me? So I connected it back to the crotch extension. At the waistline, I came inward by 1.5 and I connect it back to my hip. So from that point, I just take it down as you are seeing me doing. So the next thing to do now is I came down by half an inch and I slant it to the side. So it will make your trouser sit well at the front. This is the front panel that we are cutting. We are cutting the first and the front panel first. Then I've connected the lines. The next thing is to come cut out. And note at that point that I'm measuring, I'm trying to get my inseam crush line. I'm trying to get the reason why your trouser jump at the crush area is when this side I'm measuring is not correct. And to determine that, you use your trouser length minus your crush length. Whatever you have is what you are using at that crush line. So you do the same thing at the back. I've cut out the front and I've placed the front on the back panel. So for the back, I'm using 4 inches for the crush extension. 4 inches for the crush extension. So I came inward from that point. I came inward by 1 inches and I connect it back to the crush extension. Can you see me? So I came inward by 1 inch and I connect it to the crush extension. I use 4 inches for the back at the crush extension. Because it's a baggy pant and you will not want it to be tight, so you want it to be free. That's why we're making use of 4 inches. So I added my half an inch from the waist to the crotch extension. So at that point I came up by 1 inch. If you are the bigger size, you use 2 inches, 2.5. But as for mine, I'm making use of 1 inches for my back rise. I'm using 1 inches so that I connect it back to the waist, to the side. Just watch closely what I'm doing. So at the hem part, I added 2 inches, 2 inches all through. It's only at the crotch area that I use extension, that I use 4 inches. Then I connect it back to the crotch extension. So I've cut it out. This is how our trouser will be looking like. The front and back panel is ready. The next thing is to start joining. So I cut out my pocket, which I use 12 inches by length and 20 inches in width. So I mark out 2 inches by 7 inches, then I cut it out. So the next thing is to start joining. Can you see? You place right side facing each other, the pocket, right side facing each other, the pocket and the pocket side of the trouser. You place each other on, you place them on each other, sorry. You sew it down. After sewing, you top stitch on the pockets, not on the trouser. You top stitch on the pocket. Then you turn it inward and you sew it down, wrong side facing each other. You sew it the pocket down. Are you getting me? You sew it down. Just watch what I'm doing. This is the sewing part. You sew by half an inch. The trouser and the pocket, you sew it down by half an inch. After that, you top stitch on the pocket. You top stitch on the pocket, not on the trouser. So after top stitching, you flip the pocket, you turn it at the down part and you sew it down. Wrong side facing each other. Wrong side of the pocket facing each other, then you sew it down. You take it up to the pocket side also. You notch that part so it will make the pocket relax. So after that, you notch, then you turn the pocket out. You turn it out. After turning, then you top stitch on it also. This will give your pocket a good finishing. So one side of the pocket is ready. You do that to the other side of the pocket. Can you see? Then you sew the pocket to the trouser so that it can stay in place. You sew them. Can you see that it's relaxing well? You sew them to sew them. You sew it down. So one side is ready. You do that to the other side. The other side of the pocket is also ready. Then the next thing to do is to sew the crotch area. You place both sides both fronts of the cross, you place them together, right side facing each other, and you sew it down. Please, if you have watched this tutorial to this very point, please give my video a thumbs up by subscribing, like my video and share. If you have any question for me, please drop it at the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them. So you do that to the back also. You sew it down by 1/2 inch at the crotch area, right side facing each other. So our trouser is ready. Then you join both sides together. You join both the front and the back trouser. You join it. So after doing that, this is what you have. You join the side. You join it at the crotch area too. This is what you should have. I don't want this video to be long. That's why, please. Then you hem it by the 2 inches allowance you added. The next thing now is to put our band. To add our band. Can you see how beautiful this is coming out? Can you see? So you measure around whatever you have at the waistline to cut your band. So the band we are working with is I'm working with is 42.5. So I cut 43 inches, 44 inches. So I'll be using 1/2 inch to join them down. 43 inches in length, while 2 in width, 43 inches in width, then 5 inches in length, because it will be folded into two. 2 inches for the band and 1/2 inch to join the band to the trouser. Can you see? So I'm sewing it down at that part. So our band is ready. I've gone ahead to sew the band down. So the next thing is to attach it to the trouser. So after doing that, this is what you should have. If you find this video helpful, please like my video, subscribe and share my video. Thank you. Can you see? This is beautiful.